Hello there everybody, it's Crispy Bacon here, and today we will be ranking and roasting the 24-25 home Premier League kits. And guess what? The starting kit is obviously Arsenal, because if you know how these videos work, it's the first video, but if you saw my Premier League prediction video, we go in alphabetical order. So Arsenal's kit, it has a couple key elements to it. It has the Fly Better. They're hoping to fly better after eventually winning a trophy, or just keeping the North London Bottle Job nickname. And then you've got the blue on the kit, on the shoulders and down near the ribs. That's just the tears of all of the fans after bottling 2 seasons in a row of the Premier League. And then you've got the gunner. Where is the Arsenal badge? I do not know. I don't know why they're using a cannon, unless they're trying to demonstrate how they're going to destroy their trophy cabinet after losing to Man City again. I do not know why it's there. I literally would have preferred the normal Arsenal badge, and for that reason, it's going in there. Now, the Aston Villa kit is a really good kit, if you can see it down there. If not, I'll pop it up on the screen right now. The Aston Villa kit, let's have a look. It's got the same Adidas stripes as the Arsenal kit, however they blend in with the maroon colour, and then you've got the claret blue, I think it's more commonly known as. Ollie Watkins would look superb in this kit, and they reverted from their dodgy looking badge to the badge that remembers the club as what they were. Yeah, that other badge brought them success, but Unai Emery works a blooming job on Aston Villa in Europe, and it could be back-to-back Champions League seasons, or at least back-to-back European seasons. And the kit, it's just beautiful. The sponsors are placed wonderfully, and I'm actually going to put this kit in outstanding. Now then, the Brentford kit. They had a player banned for betting. And what is their number one way to stop betting? Add a betting sponsor. Of course it is. And can I just point out that they didn't design a new kit from last season. So it's the same kit they've wore for 2 seasons in a row. So I'm not going to be showing you the kit. Instead, I'll be putting it in utter trash, because I'm not really going to put it up there, even if I did like it, because it's new kits. But Brentford have to be simplistic about it. Brighton and Hove Albion, what more do you expect? It's just the same blue stripes with the American Express logo in the centre of the kit. And let's just have a closer look at the Brighton kit. The only place I could find the kit is on the Brighton website. And let's just have a look. That's the main image of it from the front. The nice little blue or light blue, or is it white lines that go through the blue lines, which just makes it a bit more jazzier. And then if you scroll through, you can see that there are white lines around there. There's yellow side panels. The badge is perfected. Yeah, the yellow side panels. They just do not fit with the blooming kit. That's the only thing that's dragging it down. I wouldn't buy it, though. I would not buy it. However, it is a decent kit, so I will put it in, if I can get it up, meh. Next up is Bournemouth. Their sponsor's a bit questionable. BJ88. I don't even know what BJ88 is. Let me just have a look at what it actually is. So then, BJ88 is apparently a gambling site in Asia. And, yeah, why would you put so dodgy and questionable of a sponsor that's not really been heard of in the slightest on your kit? Well, it's Bournemouth, what else do you expect? And then let's just zoom in. The Umbro, terrible. The Bournemouth badge with the gold around it, I don't like it. BJ88, I don't like BJ88. I'm not saying that because I've never heard of it before and I've just realised it's a gambling website. it's just a very weird name. And for that reason, I am going to put Bournemouth's kit into I wouldn't buy. And talking about I wouldn't buy, let's have a look at the Chelsea kit. Well then, this looks like a 5-year-old's drew it, Chelsea. Well done. You've put some sort of weird thing around the badge and the Nike logo that makes it looks like someone's decided to try and draw the sun in blue. It looks like the pattern is of me spilling milk after having cereal on a blue carpet. I'd rather wear a blooming Tintin, and that's an Australian biscuit, than this. I can see why Cole Palmer's going to be cold. It looks like it's come straight out of Antarctica. Bloody hell, Chelsea, what are you thinking? And if this is your home kit, then what the hell is your away kit? And I'm not spoiling the away kit because I will be doing an away kit ranking. But come on, Chelsea, you can do way better than that. Go back to your old kits with Yokohama tyres or Free. And when you actually had good players and didn't spend $1 billion on blooming Mr. No-Names like Renato Vieira, who I never even heard of until he put pen to paper. Come on, Chelsea. Remember the good old days and actually transfer it into something. And that is why the Chelsea kit is going in utter trash. You've got to improve your kits. I'm talking about detail. There was none of it in Chelsea, and there's quite some in Crystal Palace. Well, the Crystal Palace kit has a load of eagles on it, of their club badge. If you have a look in the blue section, there are some eagles, I think. Yeah, the detail is eagles. And then the red section, it's just like, maybe when you just get glitter when you're like 7 and you just spread it across a piece of paper. It looks like they've done that. And yet again, another gambling sponsor. Macron's done a good job with the kit, and the badge suits the kit, but the sponsor, the formation of the letters is good, the font of the letters is good, but the sponsor overall is kind of putting me on the edge because I don't like betting kits. I don't like kits that have bets on. Otherwise, you should just wear a blooming Betway shirt. So for that reason, I'm going to have to mark Crystal Palace down, and it will become my third meh kit. Up next is Everton, a team that, if they don't perform well, or the Premier League governing body decide they're performing well, let's hit them hard. They should just wear, we are breaking the Chargers kit, or we have got a 10-point deduction and we're probably going to get more because the Premier League hate us. Anywho, let's go deep diver into their kit. Well, they don't carry the pattern onto the back, but the pattern overall is pretty good. And then Stake.com. Stake is definitely the team from F1, that's Stake. The Castore just suits the kit. The badge with the white outline, I don't think that was on there usually, otherwise I'm just missing key details. It's brilliant. The blue lines on the collar, phenomenal. The Stake sponsor, it's another betting one, but I'm actually going to let it slide because it just slides straight into it. It slides quicker than Roy Keane into Alfie-Inga Haaland, and it just looks good. However, if you're going to do a pattern like that, at least make it feel Everton-y. Because Everton kits, when you think of Everton kits, I think very dark blue, bland. This just looks like it could be an Ipswich kit. And if you add the Ipswich badge, it looks like it should be an Ipswich kit. And for that reason, I'm going to mark them down from outstanding to I would buy, because it's a really good kit, but it's just not at the same level as Aston Villa. Up next, Fulham, a team that have established themselves in the Premier League, especially with their kit making. However, their main man to be the marketer has walked out the door, João Palhinha to Bayern, but another man to market the kits is Emil Smith Rowe. So let's now take a look at the Fulham kit, which looks a tiny bit retro. Well then, let's just say, another gambling sponsor. And then another gambling sponsor on the sleeve. Come on, Fulham, you can do better than that. At first, I thought their kit was going to be a very good kit from the little image on the tier list. But now I see 2 gambling sponsors, it's kind of put me off. However, overall, the neatness, the side panels of red that just go up, the Adidas stripes, they just fit the Fulham badge. And the collar could do with some work because it does look a bit bow tie-y. But yeah, if you cut out that Fulham collar, you could probably use that as a bow tie, definitely. So for that reason, I'm going to mark Fulham down from yet again. I would buy to meh, but it's going to be ahead of Brighton. Hold up. Sorry, I just realised I need to do that. That is the order of the meh so far as we approach the halfway mark with Ipswich. Ipswich, the newly promoted side, obviously they have to have Ed Sheeran on it, otherwise they won't make any money in the Premier League. Their squad's piss poor, and yeah, it's just not normally what I expect from an Ipswich kit. The home kit of the Umbro. The Umbro looks absolutely dreadful, and when I said the squad was very piss poor, I didn't mean it in a way where all of the players were bad. It was about their squad depth, and just like their kit depth, it looks like someone's just drew lines and then accidentally coloured in the wrong thing in red. It's like Ipswich comes before Liverpool. It's like they were anticipating Liverpool, so they started colouring in red and they've realised, oh wait, it's an Ipswich kit. Yeah, that would be my designing. And then the white outline around the Ipswich badge just makes it look like it's fictional. Makes it look like one of those kits from Soccer Manager or Football Manager. And then Ed Sheeran tour. Yeah, of course it's Ed Sheeran tour. What else do you expect from Ipswich? He's their biggest fan, and he's probably the only fan that actually wanted them to go to the Premier League that people actually know. And I'm not talking about if you're an Ipswich fan, you know your mate and you go to Ipswich games. Worldwide known. The only fan I can name Ipswich worldwide, Ed Sheeran. So they've only got one way of sponsor. And yeah, the kit is definitely going in I wouldn't buy. And I won't buy it more than the BJ88 Bournemouth kit. Leicester City up next. Another gambling-ish sponsor. And luckily enough, it does show on their kit what's going to happen to them. They're going to get gobbled up like Pac-Man, and it looks like it's a Bitcoin sponsor. But let me just have a closer look. Yeah, it is a Bitcoin sponsor. And also, the Pac-Man. Yeah, it looks so close to Pac-Man. However, they might not get gobbled up like Pac-Man, but they could go straight out of the Premier League. And then the Adidas lines on the shoulders, the gold on the collar, phenomenal. The badge just suits the kit, but it's just looking bland. It looks more like an Everton kit. Slap the Everton logo on there, and it looks like an Everton kit more than a Leicester kit. And that is a reason why I'm marking another kit down. It just looks too bland. And that's why it's going in I wouldn't buy, but I would buy it more than the Ipswich one and the BJ88 Bournemouth kit. And now then, Liverpool. They should have done a lot better. I can roast this, and I will roast this. It looks like a monstrosity, the Liverpool kit. The collar, decent. The badge in gold and the Nike in gold. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to go back to when they first won the Premier League, as like when it was called the Premier League, I think. Expedia on the logo. At least they know how to travel to the Champions League games. Standard Chartered. I think it's some sort of banking website. However, it's the detail on the kit that makes me just look like I'm looking at. How do I explain it? An unfinished jigsaw puzzle. That's how I'm going to explain it. There's like a red line at the top underneath the collar that looks out of like place. Then on the sleeves it looks a bit weird on the sleeves, because obviously you get the crease before you go to the actual sleeve, and it just makes it look like it's going up and then back down, just like Everton, almost, for 3 seasons. But yeah, how does it feel, Liverpool, to get beat by your own rivals in a kit battle? Come on, Liverpool. And if I put Everton in, I would buy. Liverpool is the opposite of that. Liverpool is I wouldn't buy. Man City up next. Man City's kits, often known simplistic first kit, and then the away kit looks better than the home kit. Oh, let me just tell you one thing. That's not the case. Man City kit, let's take a bit deeper dive. They have numbers on the cuffs of their sleeves and on their collar. I'm surprised they didn't put 115 somewhere. Hold up, let me just have a look. No, it just says 0161. They should have gone with 115 because that is the amount of charges they've got. However, 115 is the amount of charges they're not going to get charged for. And Everton are somehow going to get a points deduction from Man City winning their case. Because the Premier League hates Everton, we all know that. But apart from the collar and the sleeve cuff detail, you cannot really fault it. It's bland, but it's Man City. What do you expect? Man City kit. It's actually pretty neat. And I'm actually going to put it in I would buy. But it's not better than the Everton kit. And now, from one side of Manchester to the other. Manchester United. The Red Devils. The team with Harry Maguire. The team with a rip-off Pep Guardiola. I can go on about all of the Man United things, like signing Lenny Yoro and then he gets injured after 2 games. What an absolute terrible marketing strategy from Man United. And they're building a new Old Trafford under Sir Jim Ratcliffe's ownership. I mean, we're losing one of the most iconic stadiums to build it better and only move it like a few 100 metres. They're not being smart, because the Old Trafford didn't cost as much as the new Old Trafford. Anywho, let's just stop about the Man United monstrosity in the club and let's go to the Man United monstrosity of the kit. Well then, for once in their life, they've actually got something useful on their kit. I know I'm not talking about the Manchester United, or maybe the names on the back of it that you can see down below with Mano. However, the thing I am thinking of is Snapdragon, and I think that is either a rip-off of Snapchat, and they're signing another rip-off, like Højlund to Haaland, or it's the phone company, well not phone company, but the company that produces chips for the phone. I don't know, but the only thing that's producing chips is McCain's, because Snapdragon and Man United have something in common. They're going off a cliff. And if you have Harry Maguire defending, you'd want to go off a cliff. Anywho, let's just stop slating off all of the Adidas kits. They're not actually all bad. Man United, I hate to say it. In fact, I'm going to do this. Man United kit's better than the Arsenal kit, but I'm going to promote the Crystal Palace kit to I would buy. The only thing that was stopping me was the betting sponsor. But now I've come around and seen that it's not all bad, because most of the sponsors are betting sponsors. Anywho, let's go to Newcastle. I swear to God, if they have a betting sponsor, they can join Brentford in the betting club. Or maybe Betfred. Oh, it is Seller. And if I am correct, that is a betting company. Anywho, let's just have a look at the Newcastle kit for the new season. My deepest apologies for calling Seller a betting company. It is actually an entertainment company. And entertainment for some people is betting. But luckily enough for Newcastle, they do get Sandro Tonali back. Because at one point, he was one of the highest transfers that they'd paid for. and then he gets immediately banned because he's left his hometown club. Anywho, the Newcastle kit on Harvey Barnes. The side sleeve, I can't tell what's on it, but the yellow just suits the black sleeve. The seller just is eye-catching, and it makes the Newcastle kit big, massive, superb. The Newcastle badge is placed perfectly. The Adidas stripes, the only thing I can complain about is the lines around it. It would have looked much better if there weren't lines around it. The collar is phenomenal. The shoulder stripes, yeah, it's a really good kit, and it's going to join Aston Villa in the outstanding section. And now then, let's predict how Nottingham Forest are going to do. They're going to go down. Yeah. But yeah, enough of their performances on pitch, and let's go ranking their kit. For once, they've actually got a sponsor on their kit, and they've also got Idealan on their side sleeve. Yeah, it's decent. No, it isn't. I'm a Derby fan, and I'm going to slate this off as much as possible. Well, first of all, let's just have a look at the pattern. It looks so bad. It looks like tree bark. I'd rather wear tree bark than wear a Nottingham Forest kit. It just looks scratchy, and the pattern, it does not fit with the Forest culture. And then they've got the two stars, which symbol, none of the fans were ever born really when we won it, but we're still going to demonstrate it on our badge because we're proud of being UCL champions in 1980s. Yeah, and then you've got the questionable different red tone as the, at the rib area. Are they bleeding out to survive in the Premier League? I do not know. And then I think Kayun.com is a betting site. I don't know that much about Kayun, but it does sound a bit like betting. Anywho, let's rank the kit. It is actually going in utter trash. It can battle it out with Chelsea and Brentford for the worst kit of the season. Now up next is Southampton, newly promoted. They won in the playoffs against Leeds. Haha, Dad. My dad's a Leeds fan, and unfortunately, he still hasn't recovered from the shock of Southampton beating Leeds. And then, immediately after that, they're tasked with dealing with Crescencio Somerville going to West Ham. Womp womp. Here is the kit of a team that caused so much distress in my house because of my dad. Yeah, he hates Southampton now. Anywho, Puma badge on the Southampton kit looks good. It really does. Rollbit, I am sure it is a gambling site. They're going to have to take a gamble to try and survive in the Premier League and not finish bottom. And that's saying it something, because Kieran McKenna knows how to work wonders, so I'm guaranteeing it's not going to be Ipswich in the bottom three, or even at the foot of the table. Well, Southampton are going down, and as you can see down there, I've accidentally kind of leaked the Southampton away kit for the different video. Oh no. Anywho, let's just go on with it. Southampton stripes, what more do you expect? It's classic Southampton, and it is actually going to go in outstanding, because I'm also promoting Everton, and Southampton are also in there. And now let's go and look at the no trophies for a very long time kit. I swear Tottenham had a kit like this a couple seasons ago during COVID, and that was the same season Mourinho was in charge. Son looks very happy wearing the kit. However, it does have a sponsor of AIA again. I don't know what it's about me and AIA, but I absolutely despise them for no apparent reason. On the kit, they just look so shocking. It just brings the kit down. The sleeve cuffs are good. The collar's bland. The whole kit's really bland. Come on, Nike. You're known for making good kits. In this case, we should have just let Chelsea, for Nike, have a mid-table Mandem's kit, and Tottenham, for Nike, have a 0 trophies in a very long time kit. They've blooming done it again, Nike. Jesus Christ. And it's actually gonna go in, well, not worst kit of the season, definitely not. But I wouldn't buy it. And I'm actually going to promote Leicester up to meh. And here we go, West Ham United next. Let's have a look at their kit with another betting sponsor. Now this is what I'm talking about with kits. The badge, I don't know what it says. Is it just two hammers? I mean, I know the nickname's the Hammers, but you can't read the West Ham text, and that's the bad part. However, everything else is perfect. Betway, I know I said I don't like betting sponsors, but this one just actually fits. I think it's QuickBooks on the side sleeve as well. And then you've got the Umbro that just suits the kit. West Ham have been the most productive on and off the pitch, scoring good goals in pre-season, making good signings, doing good media, making a better kit than last time. And this is why this is also going in outstanding. You've got 5 kits battling it out at the top, and you've got 3 kits battling it out at the bottom. And can I just point out that the Wolves kit is very bland, and let's make it 4 at the bottom. I'm not even having a look, because it from the bottom of the screen it looks so bland, I'm not wasting my time. Anywho, let's go right into the best kit of the season. Actually, let's start with the worst kit. The worst kit is between Forest, Brentford, Chelsea and Wolves. And somehow, a Chelsea kit that was designed this season is worse than a Brentford kit that they still haven't changed. And for that reason, the 5-year-old kit of the mid-table Mandams is going in worst kit of the season. Now the best kit of the season. You've got 2 teams wearing claret and blue. I know West Ham looks a bit like Aston Villa, but they're both unique in their own ways because their sponsors fit beautifully. Umbro's done a shift at West Ham, and then you've got Puma doing a shift at Southampton, Castore doing a shift at Everton, and then Adidas doing a shift at Aston Villa and Newcastle. However, the one that takes the cake for me is Aston Villa. Congratulations to Aston Villa, you have designed the best kit of the season. If you have any other thoughts or opinions, let me know your rankings down below. I will highly appreciate it. And remember, hit like and subscribe, and I will catch you around in the next video.